I was mid-verse.
Were you?
You
Were
just
you-
cut me off.
Yeah.
Did you see my mouth open?
Well,
I was just about to let it
I
out.
don't. I so rarely see your mouth open that I don't even know what to do when I see it open. Actually, wait a minute.
That's not true.
No. Actually, before sex, your mouth is open a lot because you usually like to talk for a half hour before we make love.
Well, may I remind you, though, in the shower the other day,
Yeah.
I got in
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to bathe, too, but
Yeah.
I got in for you.
Yes, I remember. I remember
And
it very
then
well.
you kept going, let's just talk more. I want to talk more.
I'm a
I want to
sensi-
talk more.
I'm a sensitive
But
guy.
you used to yell at me for talking. You said, no, just do it with me first, and then I'll be happy to listen to everything you have to say.
That's
And then you became
Okay.
my bitch.
okay. I became your bitch. I've been your
You've
bitch.
been my bitch.
Yeah, for like a long time. I've been.
Especially today.
I have found that in the norm, you need to get into the mood by talking, as I imagine probably many women
I gave that up.
across the
Now I
world
just
do.
bear down and get through it.
Bear down. Unbelievable.
Sorry, finish what you were saying.
Well, that there's a lot of, you need to get there through dialogue, and that I find that I can't hear anything you're saying until we're done.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a they call that a crossroads. That's what that's called. It's an impasse because I can't hear what you're saying, and I can't concentrate on it until we're done, and you need to go through a whole.
You know, can I say something, though? I don't think you actually hear me afterwards. I just think you do a better job of faking it and lying to my face.
That's totally true. Wait, sorry. Let me start that again on that.
You have more attention to be able to go, really, honey? Oh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And you know what else?
Meanwhile, you don't hear a fucking thing I'm saying.
You know what else is
Anyway,
true? You know what else I want to
so
cop
that's
to?
Why what?
When-
Please cop to something.
When I feel like there's the possibility that we could make love, I get nice because I don't want to piss you off.
I
Have you
know.
noticed that?
Have
Okay,
I
so
noticed that?
You feel that? Okay, is it that obvious? I thought I was a better actor than that.
No,
How do-
not at all.
How do I do it? Show me how I.
Bunners, I'm so proud of you. You look beautiful. Oh, good job on that. Good job getting healthy food in the boys.
Oh my God! Wait, I did that today, and I didn't think we were gonna get anything. Wait a minute, that's not true.
No, you were doing it as a pseudo apology for not doing it yourself. Like as I was walking around shoving food in them, and you were.
I
like,
was getting the podcast ready. No,
on your
I was getting the
computer.
podcast ready. I wasn't
I know,
doodly
but it
doodly.
takes you
Oh my
like
God.
a long time to do that. You make like a real meal out of it.
Unbelievable. But yeah, I do.
I know all of this. See, here's the thing. You are so full of yourself that you actually, what's been interesting lately is you're like, wow, Bunners, you're really blah, blah, blah. Or, wow, you're like realizing how kick-ass I am as if I'm now suddenly kick-ass.
Do you make your own soapboxes in the woodshed, or do you go to like Home Depot and
No,
have
I'm
them
so
made?
kick-ass I make them myself.
Because you're very up on it right now.
I am, because you've been
No, it's true. I've newly realized.
surprised. And back when I was saying you don't understand me and everything I do.
I don't know how we
and
got
you used
to where we are right
so
now.
histrionic
Uh-huh.
because it's true, because you're now seeing it.
How kick-ass you are. I have had a real epiphany recently about how extraordinary my wife is. Now,
25 years
let
later?
me wait. Let me say I've known the whole time how awesome my wife is, but there's degrees of awesomeness.
No, but your
or
criticism
degrees of
blunts
awareness,
your ability.
and that I just want to finish what I'm saying, and that
ahead.
I feel that there was. Well, now it's gone. I don't.
No, please continue.
No, I'm right out of feeling how awesome you are, because it's no use feeling how awesome you are if you just get attacked about it.
No, please carry on.
I have had a new realization or an epiphany about how extraordinary you are in terms of all the things you do to make the world a better place. What a great mom you are. What a patient wife you are. It's something that I feel like I always know that, but I feel I dug a little deeper in looking at it, and it hit me. And is there anything that you want to say about me or anything like that? Anything in there, that category?
Well, I'm just happy that you're less blind.
Oh, that's a great observation. I thank you.
You're welcome.
It feels really good to hear.
I know. It should feel great. The world must look like such a brighter place to you now.
It does, especially now that I know better in terms of within the family where I stand on the hierarchy of things. So there was a really big event that happened to the Elfmans recently. Well, it in itself wasn't a big event. It was a normal event, I guess, but it was big for me because it put me in my place correctly as to where I am. And here's what it was. I'll take you through it.
What?
So I had been out of town for a while, and I'd gotten back, and the day that I got back, I was expecting to have some intimacy with my wife, as I had been gone almost a month.
The day he gets back.
Well, that didn't happen at all. So
Right.
So already there was it was really sort of like watching your.
No, wait, let me point something out. When I used to be out of town, the moment I would step foot in the door, within 5 minutes, he'd be gone. He'd be like, cool, you're home, I'm out.
Well,
so let me just, no.
That was when I was your housemaid.
Let me just remind you. Yes. You would be like, what's your ETA? And you would be out the moment I walked in the door. And now you're like, you didn't lay me the night I got home.
Don't make me sound like a sniveling like cartoon
that's how
character.
It comes off, and you're forgetting dropping
the
the entire universe of this household onto me within 10 minutes of me arriving home when I had been out of town.
Okay, I'm gonna go on with my story now. So I had just gotten back in town, and I was expecting intimacy, as any man would that's been gone for almost a month.
He's at war or something.
The trenches, out there in the trenches, and that didn't happen, and it was pretty devastating. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty devastating to, after 20 days of nothing, to come home to my beautiful wife and nothing. Okay, so the next night I was like, okay, well, we had a little talk about it, and she explained how just unfortunate with the kids and sleep and blah. Okay, so I was like, fine, done. Past is behind me. It's all about the future. It's all about the now. And the now is tonight. It's the second night I've been back in town, and I've been gone. It's now been 22 days or something like that, but who's counting? And I was ready for some action, and I'm in bed in my I'm in bed in my bathrobe, and
like Hugh Hefner.
It's not silk. It's not silk.
But the poses you strike are like Hugh Hefner.
Oh, it's like cotton. So don't get the wrong idea. Oh, it's not even cotton. What is that? Bathrobe.
Fleece. It's
fleece. So it's not. It's very comfortable. It's very J Bean. J Bean. JJ Bean. J Bean L. What is it?
I don't think it's that one.
It's very J Bean. I don't think that's what it's called. What is it? Now I gotta know. What is it? You don't know either? She forgot.
I think it's JJ Bean.
I think if it's not, we both just look like dingleberries. Okay, so I was in my JJ
Eddie Bauer edition.
I was in my JJ Bean fleece bathrobe.
LL Bean. That's
it's LL Bean. I get JJ
it's the
Bean.
next alphabet
and
letter.
And you knew, huh? Did you know? You didn't know? Okay, so I was in my JJ LL Bean fleece bathrobe, waiting for her to get it home, and then Jenna had to take the dog for a walk, and so she's out taking the dog for a walk. Because she has to, I already been this before, she has to do everything she could possibly do.
Because afterwards, am I going to want to put my clothes on, get out of bed, go walk the dog after being intimate with you?
Yeah, I can see that.
No, I want to get everything done so that once I find my way to the bedroom,
I can see
I'm there.
That's true. I mean, after I give you the best 4 minutes of your life, you're going to want to relax. So I understand that. So in the middle of it all, I get a text. Oh, God.
4 minutes.
I'd love to get the text out. But it was basically...
Rocco got skunked.
Our dog got skunked.
Do we have any tomato juice?
So I was like, unbelievable. This is unbelievable. All I saw was my night just going away. So
like your penis with little wings flying away?
It was an erect penis just kind of like flying away. and it's just like tweet, 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 making like little tweet noises. It's like a dove when it goes... So... She came in with the dog who had been skunked, and it was horrible. Now, she killed it in terms of taking care of business on handling the dog that
Which
had been
I
skunked.
normally would have gotten in trouble from before with him for not fully handling it.
We're not even talking about that. We're just talking about that you took care of it. So she got in the bathtub with the dog.
Tomato
juice.
Dog shampoo, tomato
coconut
paste,
oil.
That shit up.
The dog,
handled it. No skunk smell.
It took about an hour and a half. So I helped a little bit.
His Hugh Hefner pose went on for a very long time. And then,
let's talk about... It's very hard to hold that pose for
Let's talk about how you ignored my yelling for help. Okay, I'm in the playroom bathroom, and because the skunk smell, he closed the bathroom door. He closed the playroom door, and he closed the bedroom door.
Why should I lay in bed in an intimate mood smelling skunk? So I closed the door. It's stinky.
And did he offer to help me? Well, as a gentleman would?
How many hands does it take to scrub a dog?
How about asking? Okay, what do you need, honey?
Who got the tomato juice for you?
Because I said, do we have any fucking tomato juice?
So I got the tomato juice. There wasn't much more I could do. There wasn't much.
And then I realized I need to rinse him, and for some reason the plumbing in that bathroom is crap, and it was like coming out like in a drip, and there's no way I can rinse the dog. It looked like a murder scene because the red tomato juice was all over the walls, and he was all red.
And pink. He's a white dog.
He's a white dog. He's right there.
So he was
covered
just like
in red. Looked like he was covered in blood, and there was tomato juice all over the walls from him wagging his tail.
Skunk, just skunk.
And then I need to rinse him, and I have nothing but a drip coming out of the faucet. And I go, and I need a pitcher. And I go, honey!
I'm in the bedroom
and the
with
kids are sleeping right next door.
I have the door. Honey! The door is closed. The door is closed because it was so stinky.
Honey! Nothing. And I'm like, Rocco, stay. I go out of the bedroom door. The bathroom door. Oh, the playroom door is now closed. Oh, now he's closed the bedroom door. And I'm like, honey!
I'm in
bed.
And
I have to kick the bedroom door open, and I'm like,
well, no, I was in bed watching a movie on my headphones.
Never came in to check on me. Never offered, what do you need? How can I help you? Not once. Never. Which, by the way,
yes.
You wonder why you don't get laid more?
Finger down.
Gentlemen are sexy. Selfish people are not. So then I have to say, and then Rocco, meanwhile, hops out of the bath, trots over in his tomato juice self to the hallway. Then I have to yell at him to get back in the tub while asking Bodhi to see if we have any more tomato juice or anything tomato.
I don't feel properly represented in this argument. So it was hard to hear her screaming for me with the headphones on because I was in the middle of watching a movie. So, but here's the truth.
He didn't even think to check back in on me to see if I needed any help.
Here's the truth: is that when she came into the room. And she was very like, what the, why don't you, I need a picture, why don't you? And I'm like, I can't hear you. And I got aggressive back. And I was like, well, I can't hear you, I have the headphones on. But I kind of did hear her. But I kind of, you never have that thing where I kind of heard her, but I kind of pretended that I didn't. Like, I had convinced myself that I didn't really hear her, but I did kind of hear her. Well, actually, what I heard was like, within the movie, because I have really good headphones. And it was like a good action film. And I was like, is that the movie? And so I pressed pause, and I didn't hear anything, so I pressed the movie again. But it was you screaming from the bathroom full of skunk dog. So, anyway, she finished de-skunking the dog.
I don't think the story makes you look very good.
None of the stories that we tell here make me look good. I don't think anything we do as a team or as a couple in 25 years ever makes me look good. I don't think I ever look good.
Is that on you?
I think that
or on me?
I think that let's just say that you appeal to the judges very well. You appeal to the judges. You know how to stick it and smile to the judges. You're good at that. You have that down. Like you stick the landing and then and you have that part down. And I'm like the guy that kind of the audience is like, I don't know about him. I don't know. I'm sure he's got beady eyes. Even if I'm in the right. So when she was done with the dog, the whole house smelled horrible. This is now this one I feel like I may get a little bit support, just a little bit of support on this. So sex was done.
Not asking if your wife needs any help with the skunk dog, you're going to get support on that? I don't know who you're going to get support from.
It's her damn dog. It's not my dog. It's not my dog.
See the responsibility level?
It's not my dog. She picked out the dog. She decided to get a dog. I didn't want another dog. She was like,
I was handling the dog. That means you're going to totally abandon your wife as a friend for help?
When you leave town, who takes care of the dog? You don't get a dog walker. I do it. I take care of the dog.
Because you're my fucking husband.
I know, but I'm saying it's your dog.
What, I now got to pay a dog walker like you're just an individual only one that lives here and we happen to just rotate?
That's not even clever.
Around
That's not
you?
even where we are. Good, clever. See, sometimes I catch on. Clever. It's so nuanced, you guys. It's so nuanced how smart she is. It's almost imperceptible.
It's truth. Hashtag truth.
So after an hour and a half of tomato bunking, delousing the dog, sex was done. So I was like, I'm going to bed. So then she comes in, and the whole house has a certain skunk tomato juice vibe within it, like a kind of a funk. And she's like, And so I was thinking, I was thinking in my head, where's she going to put the dog tonight? Because the dog sleeps on the bed. And I was like, where's she going to put the dog? The dog still smells like skunk. And I know the dog is going to back up one step. The dog kicks me out of my spot in the bed every night. And every night I have to say, handle your dog. And she grabs the dog, brings it closer to her, or puts it to the edge of the bed so I can fit into my bed. So you get where it is in the hierarchy. Kids first, that's okay. But I should easily be second, right?
Not so okay from his point of view.
So I'm thinking she's going to try to get the dog. So I said, you should probably have the dog go downstairs. And she's like, well, but the dog's going to cry downstairs. And I don't know. And I was like, well, what's the alternative? Like skunk dog in the bed? And then all the sheets and I smell like skunk for a day or two because you don't want the dog to whine downstairs. And she's like, okay, so we put
I didn't want him to tear up the place because one time I left him alone in a hotel room. He totally ripped it to shreds.
Right. So we put the dog downstairs for a minute to try it out, and the dog whined. And she was very happy about it. She was like, yeah, the dog's whining. We have to bring the dog up. So I was like, okay.
I had handled the skunk smell. I handled it, didn't I?
It was handled really
I went and got coconut oil, and that really helped.
What it was kind of like a fine-tuned coconut skunk. Like it was like kind of a coconut tomato funk skunk. And like it was definitely better than it was, but it wasn't like I want to cuddle with that all night. And what I wasn't saying, because I knew she would get so annoyed, is I was getting a little bit nauseous. Have you guys ever been gotten skunked or been around an animal? It's a slightly nauseating thing. Like it gets in your nostrils and you get a little sick to it. So
don't ever send him into an emergency zone. Jesus. He'll just curl up in the fetal position and start crying while people are.
Sometimes I listen to myself back. Sometimes I listen to my stories back in my own head. I rewind it and it sounds so bad.
This is what I've been saying.
It sounds so pussy.
You're missing it.
It sounds so pussy. It sounds so pussy. And actually, in critical zones, I'm amazing. Remember, think of all the times when it was like a serious crisis, how great I was. Like when the person got stabbed and other things like that. I kill it. Handling drunk people or people that freak out, I'm really good. I think I get a little like I'm a prince in kind of the mediocre crisis, like skunking. But in heavy crisis, I kill it.
Which is once every 5 years.
Yeah, I'm the guy you want on your team for a real crisis. But when if there's a slight inconvenience, I get a little prima donna. Thank
you for acknowledging that.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's nice that the lowest on the totem pole, after the kids and after the dog, that your husband gets a little satisfaction on this whole thing. Anyway, yeah, the dog slept in the bed with us, cuddled, rubbed against us the entire night, and I just had a tomato-y skunk coconut oil vibe for a day or two that I had to just get over because I knew I wasn't going to get any sympathy from my wife on it.
I did the best I could. I really did. The night before that, I really did try to get the kids to bed early. Mm-hmm. But it was their Friday night treat night, and then they were doing that, and then they wouldn't go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Because one had to poop.
Mm-hmm. We have a midnight pooper.
We had a midnight pooper.
One of our kids is a midnight pooper.
That's not my fault.
No. I'm not even going to try to tell you about the things that you could have done to get it all done before that, because it's not going to... I realize my arguments don't have any weight here.
Because I just don't care. I feel like I have protection because of how hard I work, so I really don't care.
Yeah.
On the mediocre stuff.
Yeah.
I just get it done.
Yeah.
I love you, though. I mean, I do love you.
What's your definition of love? Like, in what way? In that after the kids are good and after the dog is fine, there's a certain part of your heart that also wants to make sure that I'm good too.
Well, look, if I take care of you first, that doesn't seem
The kids should go first.
Because they can't take care of themselves. So
kids first. No one's
seems like
talking...
a natural IQ point to
no
take
one's
care of the
complaining
kids
about that.
first.
Yeah.
A dog, I can't just let him run around skunky or I'd get in trouble from you. So I handled the skunk thing as much as any human being possibly could.
Yeah.
And then you're left. And then if it just is too late, it's too late. Because I'm not a nighttime person. As much as you walk around like a zombie if you have to wake up in the morning, early in the morning. You're like, I'm not. But now, can I point out something?
Please do, sweetheart.
You know how you're like, I'm not a morning person. Can we talk about what you do every night around 8 o'clock?
No, because I realize I'm not a night person either.
Yeah. But do I get to get in bed with my computer and start watching an Academy screener? when it's time to put the kids down? Fuck. No, he gets mad at me like, you've left the whole house undone. You don't get everything ready. You just leave it. And like,
Jennifer Mary Elfman, you are the queen of half doing things around the house so the house becomes a collection of half things done that you have touched, started, left, touched, started, left. And my life, so much of it is just spent finishing the things that you have started. So much of you get so much done.
There's a lot of sauce on this one,
But when I
isn't there?
say you get a lot done, I mean you get a lot started and semi-completed.
No, that's not true.
In your work, you get a lot done. Household. We're talking household. I'm not talking work. I'm not talking professionally. As a professional, you kill it. I'm talking like within the household. For some reason, I don't know why. Look at.
Can you name something that I didn't
Oh,
complete?
yes, I can.
Wow.
If
This
you're
is chargy.
if
We
you're
just
gonna,
plugged into the socket on this one, didn't
you're
we?
gonna eat 25 fucking rice cakes for dinner, which has been your modus operandi the last 12 nights in a row. Mm-hmm. Don't stand at the fucking counter like this and eat them because there's rice cakes everywhere.
Usually the dog eats them.
Move up 7 inches and then they're right here because otherwise there is a whole floor of rice cakes. And around the house, there is still rice cakes everywhere. Everywhere. Because not only have you had your rice cake extravaganza the last week, you've trained your kids to now just eat nothing but rice cakes, and they walk around eating rice cakes, and all there is there's rice cakes everywhere. In my bed, on the floor, there's rice cakes everywhere. It looks like literally we make rice cakes. Okay, it's not a big deal. As it came out of my mouth, didn't hold the weight that it was in my head. Okay, again, I understand. No. I get it all, guys. I get it. It sounds very petty. It's a symptom of a larger issue of I don't understand why you just at the time don't solve it or fix it at the time. I'm done with the whole thing. Do you have yeah, you know what? You need to just file for divorce. Everything. Because I don't even really believe my own arguments anymore. They sound like shit. Just file for divorce. Just file for divorce.
I just think you're putting the wrong importances on on things.
It wasn't
but
important.
you clearly
No, it sounded
have
important
some
in my head.
juice on this.
It sounded. I think it wasn't
I
the
mean,
rice
you
cakes.
stood up. You even commanded with your hand.
We're rolling again. We had a technical glitch.
Technical glitch.
What
I was saying was, because I do think I do get a chance to talk after that.
It's quite a demonstration.
I would just like to say though,
Yes.
It's an incorrect importance.
It wasn't
It's
the rice
like-
cakes. It's not the rice cakes.
But
clearly.
like, shut the fuck up.
No.
Like, no.
I think I'm my own worst enemy on my own arguments.
Look at what I do. How I
Yes.
take great care of the kids. They're doing well.
They're amazing.
I
You're
do
doing amazing.
homework with them.
You
I
kill
pick
it.
them up from school. I provide for them. I'm doing great in my career. I'm keeping myself together. Like, there's so much that's right about me.
Yes.
And this is the histrionics, is rice cakes. Shut the fuck up. Just because it's annoying. It's rice cakes. I could be having lovers on the side. I could be, I don't know, a myriad. I could be like fucking 500 pounds. I could be making very, very poor decisions in my life that jeopardize the well-being of our family. I could be a stupid idiot bitch. I'm not. So shut up on the rice cakes.